I'm Dr. Jahnsen, and I'm a licensed school psychologist with Biobi Health. I'm here to share with you a critical component of making positive changes to your health and well-being, and that is readiness for change. Readiness for change refers to the mental and physical preparation to take on an action. It can refer to readiness to do something or readiness for an event. Readiness includes both an individual's beliefs and their emotions. By this I mean that readiness is influenced by your beliefs. Change is necessary, you have the capacity to undertake change successfully, and it will result in a positive outcome, but also by your emotions, feelings of trepidation, doubt, accomplishment, disappointment, pride. What exactly does readiness for change mean? Is readiness a state or a process? The best way to look at it is both as a state and a process. Broadly, it consists of 3 steps. 1. Becoming aware of what needs to change. 2. Looking at the costs and benefits of making that change. 3. Asking yourself if you have the necessary skills, energy, and supports in place to make that change. Prochaska and his colleagues created a more detailed model of change and named it stages of change. It's also referred to as the trans-theoretical model in some papers. And this model is probably the one professionals refer to the most when studying readiness for change. It consists of 5 stages. Stage 1, pre-contemplation. You're relatively unaware that change needs to happen, or you don't feel change is necessary right now. Stage 2, contemplation. You're becoming aware that a behavior needs to change, and you're starting to think about changing it. Not necessarily ready to begin, but you're thinking about it. Stage 3, preparation. You're ready. You create a plan, and you're getting ready to make that change. Stage 4, action. This is where you're in the active process of changing that behavior. Stage 5, maintenance. You're doing the work to make sure your changed behavior is sustainable, planning and adjusting as needed. This model has been used successfully to help individuals with substance use disorders, chronic illnesses, and even to help prevent falls in older adults. This conceptualization of change readiness can be very useful because, depending on where you're at, you can tailor interventions and supports to meet your stage. For example, if you're at the preparation stage, you may begin by practicing setting a goal and achieving it, keeping it simple and attainable, which means guaranteed success. Or making a list of things that you know you do well, along with some things that you anticipate may be barriers to your goal and how you're going to deal with them. Let me share an example with you, and this example will also illustrate how readiness for change is both a state and a process. Let's use the example of adopting healthy eating habits. Viewing readiness as a state, you assess your current readiness to change your eating habits. How ready am I to start eating more vegetables and fewer processed foods? Your state of readiness could be low at the pre-contemplation stage. My eating habits are pretty good. I don't see a big problem. Moderate readiness at the contemplation stage. I should change my habits, but I don't know where to start. It feels overwhelming. Or high readiness at the preparation stage. I've downloaded a meal prepping app and used the list provided to buy groceries. But we know that these feelings don't stay fixed. They evolve and cycle over time. So in that way, readiness is a process. Let's use the example of building healthy eating habits. When you go to your doctor for your annual checkup and your doctor tells you you have high cholesterol. This may push you into the contemplation stage. You start researching, reading articles about the effects of high cholesterol on health. You become more concerned. You start thinking about ways to alter your diet. This moves you towards setting a goal, like, I'm going to buy more vegetables and pack a healthy lunch to work twice this week. This is the preparation stage. This process shows how readiness grows through awareness, planning, and trying new behaviors. Today's homework is to look at the Readiness of Change handout attached to the video and try to think of it in a new way. It's important not to view these stages as categories or boxes. The authors of this model themselves warned against putting people in boxes or labeling them as being at stage 3. We know that problems don't follow stages. They are much more fluid than that. Going backwards is expected. It's best to view the stages of change as a cycle, one that you will likely repeat many times during your journey towards improved health and well-being.